Hello everyone, welcome to a new crochet tutorial. Here in Northern California, spring is already in the air, and today I would like to share with you a tutorial for this lacy stitch that is perfect for spring projects. There are two repeating rows in the pattern. The pattern is not as complicated as it looks. Also, the stitch looks the same on both sides. It is reversible. To work this sample, I used 100% mercerized cotton thread size 3 and a hook size D 3.25 millimeters. The written pattern will be available in my Etsy and Ravelry shops, and I want to say a huge thank you to those of you who purchase my patterns and support my crochet work. I start with 8 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now into the 4th chain from the hook, I work a treble. We never count the chain on the hook, we always start counting from the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over 2 times, and into this chain I make a treble. So this chain right here and a treble formed a little ring. Now the pattern is gonna go in multiples of 15. So I make 15 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And again, into the 4th chain from the hook, I make a treble. Yarn over 2 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over here I make a treble. Again, 15 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and into the 4th chain from the hook, a treble. I'm going to stop here for my sample, but you can make your chain with these rings as long as you wish, or as long as you need for your project. Next, 10 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I will be working into this ring over here. So into the ring I work 4 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 2 chains, 1, 2, and into the same ring over here I work 4 more trebles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here is what I have so far. Next, 2 chains, 1, 2, and I skip the next 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next one I make a single crochet. Now again, 2 chains, 1, 2, I skip the next 5 chains, and now I will be working into this ring right here, and I will do the same sequence of stitches as over here. So first 4 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2 chains, 1, 2, and 4 more trebles. Then 2 chains, 1, 2, skip 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next one a single crochet. Then 2 chains, skip the next 5 chains, and again I will be working into this ring, and I will complete the same sequence of stitches as over here. And I end this row with 2 chains and a treble into the very last chain. And this row is now finished. I turn my work and I start the next row with 6 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over here I have 4 trebles, and now I will work 4 trebles finished together over these 4 trebles. So yarn over twice, and I work the first treble, but I don't finish it. Yarn over twice, I make the second treble, but I don't finish it. Yarn over twice, I make the third treble, and then yarn over twice, and I make 1 more treble. Now yarn over, and I finish them all together. Next 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into this last treble, or the fourth treble of these 4 trebles, right here I make a slip stitch. Into the next chain 2 space over here I work 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Next I'm going to make a picot made of 6 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the first chain right here I make a slip stitch, and into the same chain 2 space I make 2 more single crochets, 1, 2. Into the next treble I make a slip stitch. Now I make 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over these 4 trebles I will make 4 trebles finished together. So yarn over twice, and I insert the hook into this first treble where I already made a slip stitch. So I make the first treble, but I don't finish it, and then I make 1 more treble, leaving it unfinished in each one of those 4 trebles. Now I finish them all together. So this is what it looks like. I make 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and over here I'm going to repeat the same sequence as what I did over here. So over these 4 trebles I work 4 trebles finished together. 1, 2, 3, 4. I finish them together, then 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into this treble right here I make a slip stitch. into the chain 2 space over here, I make 2 single crochets, 1, 2, then a picot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains, and into the first chain a slip stitch, and then into this chain 2 space 2 more single crochets, slip stitch into the next treble, 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over these 4 trebles I make 4 trebles finished together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I finish them all together. So here I have 2 pattern repeats done. Next 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and this last pattern repeat I will work exactly the same. Here I work the last pattern repeat and I end this row with 2 chains, 1, 2, and into this last chain space I work a treble. This is what I have. Now I turn my work. I start the next row with 6 chains. And this next row is gonna be similar to row number 1. Well, actually I count it as row number 2 because the chain with those trebles that formed rings, that was the first row. So this is row number 4. And here is how I work it. I will be working into the space formed by this picot. So this is where I'm going to insert the hook. And into this space, I work the same sequence as over here. 4 trebles, then 2 chains, then 4 more trebles. So first I work 4 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2 chains, 1, 2, and 4 more trebles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, 2 chains, 1, 2. I skip these 4 trebles finished together, and into this chain 3 space I work a single crochet. Now 2 chains, 1, 2, and I will be working into this picot or the space formed by chain 6 over here. I work the same sequence as over here. So 4 trebles, 2 chains, 4 trebles. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2 chains and 4 more trebles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then 2 chains, 1, 2, and into this chain 3 space a single crochet. And the same thing I work over here. So 2 chains and then into the ring over here, 4 trebles, 2 chains, 4 trebles. And I end this row with 2 chains, and into the last chain space right here I work a treble. I turn my work, and the next row is going to be the same as row number 3, so the row of 4 treble clusters. So let me start it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chains, and then over the next 4 trebles I work 4 trebles finished together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I finish them together. Then 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the last treble over here a slip stitch. Then into the chain 2 space, 2 single crochets, 1, 2, then 6 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, into the first chain a slip stitch, and then 2 more single crochets into the same chain 2 space. Then into the next treble I make a slip stitch, and I make 5 chains, and then over here 4 trebles finished together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and the same sequence over here. And that's basically how this pattern works. There are only 2 repeating rows. Now the last row of your piece should be row number 3, and to finish it off you do the same thing, except you don't make the picots. So instead of making these 6 chains and a slip stitch, you simply make 4 single crochets, so that your last row does not have these picots and it actually looks more finished.